Good evening, everyone. And if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell because we bring you the stories that matter. Today, we need to talk about something that is breaking hearts across Nigeria, and I want you to stay with me till the end because this affects every single one of us. On the night of October 26th, something terrible happened in a small community called Nisi village in Kaduna State. A man of God, Reverend Edwin Achi, who serves as a priest in the Anglican church, was sleeping peacefully in his home with his wife, Sarah. These are good people. The kind of people who wake up every morning thinking about how to help others, how to pray for their community, how to make life better for the people around them. But that night, armed criminals broke into their home and took them away by force. Just like that, in the middle of the night, this couple was dragged from their bed and taken into the forest. Now, before you click away, I need you to understand something. This is not just another sad story. This is about your safety, my safety, and the safety of everyone we love. So please, if you are finding this information valuable, go ahead and smash that like button right now. It really helps us reach more people with important news like this. Reverend Achi is not from Kaduna originally. He comes from Delta State, from a town called Umuaja, but he chose to go to Kaduna to serve God and serve the people there. He left his own comfortable home to go and help strangers, to pray for them, to counsel them, to be there when they are going through difficult times. His wife Sarah supported him in this mission. They are the kind of people who put others first. And now, 1 month later, they are still being held by these criminals in the bush, somewhere, and nobody knows exactly where they are. Here is where it gets even more painful. After holding this couple for 4 whole weeks, the kidnappers finally contacted the family. And do you know what they are demanding? 600 million naira. Yes, you heard me correctly. 600 million naira. That is not 6,000, not 6 million, but 600 million naira. Where do they expect a priest and his family to find that kind of money? A man who dedicates his life to serving God and helping poor people, where is he supposed to get 600 million naira from? This is the kind of cruelty we are dealing with. But wait, there is more to this story, and this is where it gets really troubling. The criminals did something that shows you just how bold they have become. They took photographs of Reverend Achi and his wife while holding them captive, and they released these photos to the public. When you look at these pictures, you can see the pain in their eyes. You can see people who are tired, who are scared, who do not know if they will ever see their families again. And in these same photographs, there are other people, other innocent victims who are also kidnapped from different places. A human rights activist named Gwamnishu brought these images to everyone's attention. He posted them online and wrote a very strong message calling on the government to act immediately. He said something very important that we all need to hear. He said this is not just one isolated incident. This is part of a bigger problem, a wave of attacks that keeps happening over and over again in Kaduna State and other parts of northern Nigeria. Now, if you are still watching, thank you so much, and please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. We are building a community of informed Nigerians who care about what is happening in our country, and we want you to be part of that community. Let me paint a fuller picture for you so you understand just how serious this situation has become. Reverend Achi and his wife were taken on October 26, but their kidnapping was not the only one that week. Just a few days later, these same criminal groups attacked another village called Buka, also in Chikun local government area, and they took 7 more people. Then the very next day, they went to a different village called Rafin in Kajuru local government area and kidnapped 9 residents, including members of the family of the traditional ruler of that community. Think about that for a moment. They are now targeting even the families of traditional leaders, people who are supposed to have some level of protection and respect in society. The attacks did not stop there. Traders who are simply trying to go to the market to buy and sell goods so they could feed their families were ambushed on the road in Birnin Gwari. These are not politicians, not rich people, not people with connections. These are ordinary traders just trying to make an honest living, and they were kidnapped. Then came perhaps the most heartbreaking attack of all. In a place called Damakuswa in Karu local government area, These criminals killed 5 people in cold blood, and among those 5 people were young children, minors, kids who had their whole lives ahead of them. Are you beginning to see the pattern here? This is not random violence. This is organized crime. These groups are moving from community to community, village to village, taking people and demanding money. And the communities that are suffering the most are rural areas, places where there are not enough police officers, not enough soldiers, places where people feel abandoned and forgotten by the government. The family of Reverend Achi has been crying out for help. They have sent messages to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to Kaduna State government, to every security agency they can think of. Their message is simple, and it comes from a place of deep pain. They are saying, please, we need you to act now. Every single day that passes is another day of torture for us. Every morning we wake up not knowing if our loved ones are still alive. Every night we go to bed wondering if they have food to eat, if they are being beaten, if they are sick. This is the reality that families of kidnapped victims live with, and it's a reality that no family should ever have to experience. Now, here's something interesting that makes this situation even more frustrating. Just recently, President Tinubu gave direct orders to security forces to rescue students and teachers who were kidnapped in Kebbi and Niger states. The army, the Department of State Services, the police force, they all mobilized immediately. They used helicopters, they used intelligence gathering, they used everything at their disposal to find those victims. And that is exactly what should happen. That is the kind of response every kidnapped victim deserves. So the family of Reverend Achi is asking a very reasonable question. They are asking why the same level of urgency cannot be applied to their case. Why should some victims get immediate attention while others are left to suffer for weeks and months? Is it because he's just a priest? Is it because he's not a politician or a rich person? These are the questions that many Nigerians are asking, and they deserve answers. If you are getting value from this discussion, please take a second to like this video. It literally takes 1 second, and it helps us tremendously in spreading this important information to more people. And if you have thoughts about what can be done to solve this security crisis, drop them in the comment section below. We read every single comment, and we want to hear from you. Let me take you deeper into understanding why this keeps happening. Kaduna State, especially areas like Chikun, Birnin Gwari, and Kajuru, has been experiencing these kinds of attacks for years now. These are not new problems. The question many people are asking is, why has it not been stopped? Why do these criminals seem to operate with so much freedom? How are they able to move around with weapons, kidnap people, and hold them for weeks without being caught? Part of the answer lies in the terrain. Many of these attacks happen in rural areas with thick forests and limited road access. It is difficult for security forces to patrol every single village, every single road. The criminals know this and they use it to their advantage. They hide in the forest, they move at night, and they target communities that they know do not have strong security presence. This is why community leaders have been calling for more security outposts in these areas, more soldiers and police officers stationed in vulnerable locations, and better equipment for those who are trying to protect these communities.